Can you hear
morning.
me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can
Yeah.
hear you, Annie. So thank you guys. I know that you are super, super busy. So I'm going to probably take 20 minutes to explain to you, or maybe more. I don't know. This is the first presentation, but I will try to be very fluid and quick. So, as I told you, we are going to talk about two topics today: page layout and link building. So, let me. Okay. So, what is page layout? Page layout is basically how we look at the site and how all the elements of the site connect to each other. So, page layout is very important for user experience and for the navigation of the site. So, if I give you an example here, just using our own page, right? So, as I told you before, especially to Anika and Fred, let's take out our hat of SEO and just let's imagine that we are users, like we are readers, we just want to read an article. So, all the elements on the page should be visually friendly and should be correctly implemented. That is not part of our job, but part of our job is to point out any misplacement, anything that we see wrong on the page, as that is part of SEO, right? So then we talk to the people that fix the page. So, for example, what do you guys can tell me about this first image here? What is wrong with this image?
It looks off because it's not the same size. Looks too small. I think.
Yes, that's could be one. What else?
And then it's darker on the left and then it gets lighter on the right, or I don't know if that's on purpose or just kind of.
Yeah, that could
That's
be.
just
Those
you,
flags
Fred.
on the left aren't as clear.
But that also could be a point of
Okay.
improvement. Why? Because I, as a user, could assume that by hovering over here, the flags are going to move from left to right, right? But this is not happening. So this is not very good to user experience. That's why I'm telling you guys, let's put ourselves in the place of the reader. So if I'm a reader, I will hover over here and it doesn't move. So it's not that friendly. And also, you can see that the image is cut here, like the flag is cut here. Can you see this, guys?
Yeah.
So that is also not friendly
Yeah.
because it gives the illusion that the image is supposed to move, but it's not moving. It's cutting something, it's cutting an element. So that is all about page layout. So here, for example, there are some articles in this part that we have the tags that have 3 tags here and 1 tag below. So it gives a lot more spacing and an empty space on this blue section. That is also not very friendly to our articles, right? It gives the impression that the page is not that well made, if that's like if I'm talking very roughly here. So moving forward, we have the title. We have probably, for example, another thing is that this part should be here, right? Should be on the same line. To give only just one line of the article. So that is another thing. For example, meta description is okay. We have the social media links here. That another thing here. If you guys are reading this article, you will probably want to share it with Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, right? But the icons here are not very, how do you say? It's better if there is the real icon of the social media, right? In this case, it's gray, so it doesn't give much attention to the reader to share this page, right? It looks like it's not there even. Then we have the first image and then we have the introduction here. So as you know, guys, we are going to change this. Actually, we are already doing this. Then we have all the text. This is part as well on SEO, like checking the layout, and this is okay, this is okay. If we click here, it should open the final link of destination. In this case, the intent was to go to this influencer page, for example. But another thing that we can learn here, when we click on this hyperlink, we are going out of Let's Go Gurus. You see, I'm clicking and I'm going out of the page. So the ideal behavior of this is I click here and it opens another tab with the influencer page while our article is still open. That should be the ideal behavior, right? Then we have another page, then we have all text. So as you already know, guys, as well, in this particular article, this is a list article, right? And we can see that there are more images than text. So in this particular article, we should probably adjust it, because as we have more images than text, Google will identify that there is more HTML code than content, because all these elements here, the images, are how can I say it, are implemented on the page through HTML code, which is the code that the programmers do to create the page, right? So if we have too many pages with too many images and very little content, that is going to be bad for our SEO. We have to have the contrary. We have to have more content and, of course, images, so it's more dynamic to read and everything, right? So we continue here, all the same structure, like the text is, the paragraphs are short, there is a space in here, it's correct, blah, 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 blah. We continue the same thing. Of course, we have to check the hyperlinks as I told you. You see, this is the example that I was telling you above. I click this link and it opens a new tab, but our article is still open. It doesn't disappear. So that is the ideal behavior. And lastly, we should never implement or we should never post an article with an image as the last element of the article. Why? Because in this case, we are talking about influencers' pages. So we want to focus the attention on the influencer. So if by the end of the article we have an image, we do not see the influencer immediately, right? So if I'm a reader and I just finish reading this article, I get to here, this part, I will say, oh, cool, I finished reading. I close the page. But I didn't scroll down enough to see the influencer who wrote that article. Until this part, does that make sense, guys?
Yes. Question.
Yeah.
I think I finished one article with a picture, but it's not an influencer one. Should I go and delete the picture or leave it because it's not an influencer one?
I think, I don't know if below, let's check an influencer. Sorry, and let's just open another one because I have another example here. English, let's check any article here. Okay, the same thing. I'm going to go below. For example, this is not that user-friendly. It looks like a bunch of information. But as I told you guys, it's not our responsibility to change this because we are not programmers. But we can give the feedback about that. Also this, you see, Guru bonus tips, it's a lot. There's a huge blank space here. The paragraphs are not well spaced between each other, so that's another thing. And yeah, the last element in the case of our content is the guru. So we should not have images neither on our content or the influencer content.
Okay, I'll fix that.
Great. And let's look at another example. We'll look at this one. Let's look at this one. So based on what I told you guys, let me... Can you see a little bit? I don't know. Okay. Based on what I told you, from this section specifically, what do you think is wrong here?
The text is all together and it's ugly that way.
Yes, correct. That's the only thing that I will say. That's correct. The text is all like a bunch of words. I don't even have the willing to read it because it looks so much. So a spacing between paragraphs, and also you can see here at blah 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 blah. It doesn't have a point here. You see. So grammar in Portuguese, Spanish, English also is very important. A spacing here when the text is so long and the structure of the page has the image of the influencer, the bio of the influencer, and a video. When we have this kind of text, we also have a very wide, big space here, which could be also good because we could probably add ads here, advertising, right? But in this case, it's not that visually friendly. So that's this example. And on this other one is almost similar as well. We have very big paragraphs that are not separated. Also, we can see here the index. If you see, I don't know if it's visible for you. Let me. Can you see the index here? How the letters are overlapping each other?
Mm-hmm.
So that's also not good for the page layout and for SEO. What else? Well, it's the same here. Blah 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 blah. Images. In this case, it has text, but we should separate the paragraphs so it's not a bunch, and it's more easy to read. And also, if we have a lot of information, like for example in this paragraph, maybe it's better to put bullet points in one paragraph. Instead of one huge paragraph, we put it in bullet points with a mini introduction, for example. So we have the video of the influencer here. In this case as well, you see that this video is not centralized, right? There is a wide space here. So that is also not that visually friendly, not good for the page layout. And again, we have in this influencer case an image before the influencer himself. So let's remember that we want to focus in the influencer articles. We want to focus attention to the influencer, right? So basically is everything that when you go on a website and you see that something is wrong because it's overlapping, because it's bigger, because it's cutting the image or something, basically is how a page will give you the perfect experience as a reader as you go through all the article and get to the end. So when we are writing our articles, we should already put in practice the spacing of the paragraphs, maybe remove the images from the last article of the page, because that is our job. And now our job is to check the articles that are posted. So that's why we are going to work very closely with Gabriel, because he is the person responsible for uploading the articles. Until now, guys, do you have any questions, comments, or anything that you want to share?
I don't have a question, but I have one thing to say about that. A note. I think it's important Gabriel knows about all this information that you're giving to us, because he is the one that is responsible to basically do all that in
Yes.
the images put in the right places. We can also put that on our notes or our articles, and I don't know how to say that in English, but just describe it where the images are going to. But I think it's important him to know too. I don't
Yes.
know if I'm
And
all correct. Sorry.
I 100% agree with that. But at the same time, guys, what I explain is common sense, right? So I will definitely talk to Gabriel, but I was expecting him to already publish the article, like as I told you right now. So I will talk to him and give him that feedback because it's common sense. But if we can make his job easier, let's just put the spacing on the paragraphs and the images in the correct places, and that's it. And why is this important? Because when we get the AdSense account to run ads, we will be able to identify where we are going to put the ads in an article. That's why it's very important for you to get used to the view, like make your eye like get used to the page layout, because that will help us on monetizing with ads. For example, we usually put ads below the title here. We put an ad below the first subtitle, like here as well. And if you see this banner, like it's not going down for some reason. If you see this banner here, this is supposed to be an ad. So this position here is called sidebar. And in this case, in this particular case of this article, when I move or when I scroll up or down on the page, you can see that the ad is still visible when I scroll up, you know? So this is a behavior of a sidebar ad, and that's why it's very important for us to understand first the layout of the page, so then we can know how to optimize with ads. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so first part is done. Let me go back. The same thing, best practices, spacing between paragraphs, not leave an image at the end of the page, review all the other elements on the page, and overlapping elements. That's basically it. And second, as I told you, we are going to work with Gabriel. Like when the only task that we have with Gabriel is publishing the article or republishing. It's only two. I have a very quick chat today with him earlier. So for those two specific tasks, we are going to create tasks on ClickUp. He's not going to be able to upload or know how many articles he needs to publish on WhatsApp, because we keep talking in there. So we are going to move that process on ClickUp. I will create that to kind of try to have a process with that, but with every article that we are going to publish, we just put it on ClickUp as a task. So it's it also facilitates our work in terms of monitoring which ones were published, okay? And the second part now is link building. Link building, how can I say? So from the 100%, the writing of the articles is the 40% of all the job. Believe it or not, I know it's a lot. That's why SEO is a lot. The other 60% of the job is link building. Link building is what is going to make our page rank on Google. Of course, with the support of all the quality articles and keyword analysis that we do. But link building is way more powerful than that, and I will explain why. So what is link building? We have this term backlink, or link is the same thing. It's basically when a website links to another website. So for example, we have a site A and we have a site B, and this site A has an article, and within the article they mention, let's say that they are talking about yoga mats. So they said, we have the top 10 yoga mats and you can buy your yoga mat in this link. This link is the other website, site B. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know if I explain myself. Okay, so what does it represent? It represents a vote of confidence from one side to the other. So for example, if we are talking about an article from Hawaii, and we write about Hawaii, and then we link within our article to another website that is talking about surfing in Hawaii, we are the ones putting a vote of confidence on the other side, because we are the ones linking to the other side. So FAIR should know better than and it can Fred for now. But Fer has worked in many articles that we have produced, and she had implemented links from other websites, right, Fer? So that means that we are putting our confidence on the other website, and that means that the other website is gaining authority because we are the ones that linked to them. What we need to do is other sites to link to us, so we increase our authority, our domain authority. So it also helps Google, or Google can see when a website is, for example, let's say that Let's Go Guru is being linked by other websites. Other websites have our articles. Google will see that we are reliable enough, and that's why we will rank higher in the ranking of Google. Does that make sense, guys? So now we need to work otherwise. We need to find other websites that are going to have our links, our articles linked to their articles. That's why link building is a much complex task. So as I told you, links, it provides relevance, power, and trust to a website. So if we manage to do this, to do link building well, we could start generating a higher domain authority for Let's Go Gurus. And let's talk about a little bit of which are the elements of link building. And I think this was one of Annie's questions about how to include the link on the article. So we include the links from other websites through an anchor text. Anchor text is a small phrase that is clickable, and when the user click on that phrase, will forward to the other page, right? For example, in this case, if you've been keeping up with the latest news is the anchor text. If the user clicks latest news, it will open another website. The same for 62 of small businesses. So what we want to achieve is that other websites, other businesses have this anchor link, and when the user click on these links, it opens Let's Go Gurus. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So, does anybody has any questions before continuing? No? Okay, Annie, so to answer your question, if we have, let's say, an article, how do we add the hyperlink or the link to the other website? I'm going to open one article in English. Let's say this one. So, for example, we said, explore the wonders and create unforgettable memories in the city by the bay. No, let's imagine that here it says, explore the wonders and check out another 10 relevant places to go, for example. So that another relevant places to go is going to be your link, because you're going to link or to our own articles or to another web page. So that's the difference I forgot to tell you. There is internal links and external links. The internal links are the links to our own articles. That is also a good practice. And external links are the other websites, right? So what I'm going to do here is, let's say this is the other page. I will copy the URL here, and in the Word document, I will just right click and insert link, and insert the link of the other page. So you see, I made this link clickable, like this phrase clickable. And this is supposed to open the new page, right? I'm just going to remove that again. That is how we do it on Word. Like while we are writing the articles, this is how we include the hyperlinks. But it's another story about how we do it when it goes published. I think Fer can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a whole process that I won't explain to you right now. Not because that is how it's done, but it's because we have two different systems where we have to publish the article. So what you said before, Annie, was correct, meaning we have to publish the article first. When it's published on the page, then we have to go back to Gabriel and ask him to add the hyperlink on the same article to summarize.
I think there is one option. I think when we are writing the article on Google Docs, we can just put the hyperlink there.
Yeah.
So the hyperlink that is already in Let's Go Gurus is the right hyperlink. It's the only hyperlink that we sorry guys, we have to go on Let's Go Gurus, the website, and get the link over there. We don't have other things to do that.
Yeah.
Because if we do in another way, it goes wrong. Because the whole thing in the sites and technical things. So we can just get the link and hyperlink on Google Docs on that word that we want to hyperlink. So
Yeah.
I think Gabriel can do the same when he is posting on, how can I say,
on WordPress. When he's
on the
posting on
WordPress.
staging,
Yes.
and the staging, I think staging.
I think that way works.
Yeah, so let's just stick to the way that first says, which is the one that I explained as well. Like, just select the phrase and add the link, like this.
Do we hyperlink to the other Google Doc, or we hyperlink to the actual article on the site?
To the actual article on the site. That's a good question. Okay. Yeah, to the actual article. So let's go back here. And this is another part, but I'm going to just be very brief about it. Which are the sites that we want to be associated to? Like, which websites are going to have our links? We have to make an analysis of those sites, because if we want to rank higher in authority, those other sites have to have a certain level of domain authority as well. So they help us like increase the rank. It won't make sense if the site is a brand new site that doesn't have any content and they are going to link to us, because that site does not have authority. So a good example is, imagine that the New York Times is writing an article and they are linking to us. They say, hey, check Let's Go Guru for more information. That will be huge for us, because the New York Times has a very high domain authority. So they are trusting in us. Therefore, Google is seeing that a very high ranked page is linking to us. So it will increase our authority as well. So I am going to, in another call, show you how to do that analysis. But moving forward, we have two types of links. We have do follow links and no follow links. Do follow links are the ones that are actually giving you points, between quotes, to rank higher in Google ranking. And no follow links are the ones that do not do anything to your SEO. So do follow links are like it's like how can I explain? When your site is linked to another website, if that link is do follow, in the SEO world, it will give you a little boost on your website SEO. So the same example as I gave you regarding the New York Times. If the New York Times link to us, then that link that they are going to use to link to us is going to be a do follow link, because they are an authority page, so they are going to give us a little boost on our SEO. But if other website that does not have any authority or quality content or good user experience link to us, probably that will be a no follow link, meaning that even if that site linked to us, it's not going to have any effect on our SEO. So we always have to look for do follow links that they look like they look like this, and the no follow links will have the no follow by the end of the code here. This is only theory, guys. I'm just showing you because you need to have some concept before we choose a strategy to implement any link building strategies. There are many. So how to determine what makes a good backlink? Check the domain authority. So there's a benchmarking. All websites that are above 25 are a good website to backlink. Check how many keywords the website appears for. All of this information we have in SEMrush. So in another call, I will show you. Check that the website has a decent amount of organic traffic. Check that has a good number of referring domains. And check the website is not linking to a lot of different websites. Until now, anybody has some questions or any doubts?
I guess how you find all that information about a different site, you'll show us at some point.
Yeah, everything is here in SEMrush.
Okay.
So if you go to domain overview and you have, for example, I have this link here, you can see here authority score, which is the domain authority, organic search traffic, backlinks, which is the thing that we are talking now. And here we can see the organic traffic as well. So,
cool.
Yeah. Go ahead, Danny. Okay.
Oh, no, I just said it was cool.
Okay. So, if we took any URLs, for example, let's say the New York Times, that I am very use them as an example. Oh no, I cannot. I have to subscribe. That's a bummer. Let's say, I don't know, Facebook. You see here, authority score 100. So the domain authority is from 1 to 100. Okay. Organic search traffic, paid search traffic, and backlinks. So you can do this with any domain that you have. And basically the domains that we want to pitch so they can have our links have to have at least 25 here and a decent amount here as well. But I will show you in practice on Friday that. So let's continue. Link building strategy 1. Now we start with strategies. As I told you guys, it's only theoretical because there are like 10 strategies and we need to know all of them to know which one we are going to start using. So guest posting. Guest posting is basically asking someone else to accept your article, or you are going to write for them. So we are Let's Go Gurus, and let's say that we are looking for ABC website. We are going to get in touch with ABC, and ABC's niche is about travel bags. So we go in touch with them and we said, hey, I know that you're talking about travel bags. So I have an article about that. Here you have my article. What about you post it on your website? So that is a guest posting. That website, ABC site, will post our article with our link to Let's Go Gurus. That is one way of link building. A disclaimer, sorry, for guest posting. A disclaimer for this strategy is that according to studies and other SEO experts in the current market, they said that for guest posting, the other websites are charging money. That's the only downside about it. Before, when like 7 years ago, when I was doing this, it was for free, meaning you just reach out, said you write an article for that web page, linking to us, and they accept. But now in the market, it's very likely that the other website will want to charge us for publishing our article, linking to us. So unfortunately, it's like that because this type of strategy is very powerful. And as the SEO experts realize that this is very, very powerful, then they are starting to charge for it because it works. So it's important to know about this if we will have to fight for budget with copper later. Second strategy is to steal your competitors' backlinks. The same, using SEMrush is going to the, let's use Facebook backlinks here. And here we will have all the list of backlinks for Facebook. We are going to use one, so we can see one URL per website. And it's going to take a little while. And remember that I talked to you about the follow and no follow. We always should look for the follow ones because those are the ones that will increase or give us a boost on SEO. So we have here all the links that are linking back to Facebook. What we do is open the website. In this case is this one, for example. Here. And then we reach out to the website, right? If they have a contact or a contact section or anything, here, contact us. And we reach out to the website to say that we are Let's Go Gurus, that we have a similar content regarding that specific topic, and that we would love to collaborate or have our link back. So that's why it takes a lot of work to do link building, because if we want to have a yes for the other website, we will have to send campaigns, like marketing campaigns, to many other websites. So what do you think about that? Far's face is like, oh my gosh.
Sorry.
This is only one strategy. Two, the second strategy. The third one is forums strategies, which is basically looking for a forum regarding our niche. We can use these search words. I'm going to so it's forum plus niche. Our niche is travel, right? So I'm going to put travel here. And we have many forums here, TripAdvisor, blah, blah, blah. So let's go to TripAdvisor, for example. And you see here, we have the forums divided by topic. If we go here in New York, we will see that there are many people asking questions or commenting about a specific topic. So we go to one of those topics, and then we can actually reply to these people and say, hey, if you're interested in, let's say that this guy, let's say, Summit One Vanderbilt, I don't know what is that, but let's say that we have an article about this topic. So we can just reply to him and say, hey, Anselmo, Hey Anselmo, how are you? You know what? I have the information that you're looking for is in this article. Go and check it out because you're going to find the information there. So you are putting the article on that reply, and you are making that person to click on your link to generate more traffic to your website. So this strategy on forums is great to generate traffic to our website. And we have all these six ways of finding forums on our niche. Okay, so until here, guys, do you have any questions or comments? What do you think, or what is your opinion about link building?
It's complex and I think a little overwhelming when you're just like, okay, that's one strategy and you have to do that, right?
Yes.
Do you think there is a way to use AI to do that kind of thing with forums?
I
With
think
because here we have WhatsApp and we have automatic messengers, and depends the way your account. We have a business account, right? So you can do that. Program specific messages and do that automatically with AI. So I think maybe we have a way here with AI doing that forum things,
yeah,
and forum messages.
yeah, I don't know, but it's great that your way of thinking is towards AI, because we are now learning about SEO only, but the SEO industry right now is already mixing with AI. So we need to think about learning, but with an AI mindset. And I agree with you that uh, there should be any AI tools out there that could help this do in an easier way. We just have to research if that really exists. Or I can talk to Felipe Turi as well, because he's in charge of automation. But why I'm showing you this, guys, because SEO takes time. It's not so you make a sale and you close a deal. SEO takes a lot of time because of the content generation and because we need to increase the authority of our domains. And we increase the authority of our domains through link building. And this is only the third strategy. By Friday, I will show you the rest. But as I told you guys, it's only theory. And why I'm doing this? Because with the theory, with you understanding what SEO requires, then we will be able to probably divide and conquer. Maybe one do one strategy, the other one do another, and like that. Because it's going to take time, so it's important for you as well to know that we will have to be patient and resilient on SEO. Okay, so I have another additional strategies as well, but I'm not going to show those to you today because the three first ones are already complex and I don't want to like keep putting information in your head. So that's it, guys. I don't know if you have any other questions or challenges, or you need my help in something.
I keep getting the roadblock when using SEMrush that it says too many logins, and then
Okay. Are you on the SEMrush right now?
let's see, am I? Yes, have it open.
Can you show?
I tried earlier this morning and it was.
Is it working now?
Oh yeah.
Because when
No.
Can you share your screen just to see what appears in there? There is an option, the gray button there that says continue working. Can you click on that just to see? There you go. I think you can use it now. It appears.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that button.
Yeah, it appears to me it's because that was strategic. The first thing that they put in green, like very highlighted, is you have to buy more users. And then they put on gray, continue working. But it happens to me today as well, earlier today, and I just click that and it continue.
Okay, cool.
So, anybody have anything else? Questions or comments?
I had a question, with my article I sent on Santa Fe.
Yeah.
And you had said follow the keyword stuff, but since we don't have the video, should I just go to because I think you sent a SEMrush video in the WhatsApp? I'm just wondering the best way to try, because I didn't write notes down, so just try to refresh my memory on what to do.
Yeah, sorry about that. Annika also asked me for that video, and when I was recording, it didn't record at the end.
Yeah.
So that's my.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, that's my bad. You said a Santa Fe article, right, Fred?
Yes.
What was that?
And I'd done all the other changes. Just that was the first one. Use, I think, SEMrush and the keywords.
Santa Fe. Let me see. Oh yeah. So you want to check how we check for the best keywords in SEMrush, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me open here. It appears again for me. I'm showing my screen? No, right? Let me.
No.
I will probably drop you off, Annika, from SEMrush.
Yeah, no, kick me out.
Okay, so we are talking about Santa Fe, right? So first thing that we do is to analyze the competition. So, as you said last time, fun things to do in Santa Fe, for example. And then we have these are sponsored, so we are not checking those. I'm skipping TripAdvisor. Here we have one blog. We have this second blog. I'm going to use two for now. So we already have the two articles that have ranked the highest in the first page of Google. So what we do is click on the article link, go to SEMrush, domain overview, and then we paste the link here. Remember that these articles are probably from the United States, so we will have to select here the country because that is where the audience of those articles are. Search.
That's right.
And then we have all the data analysis, like the backlinks, what we talked today as well. And we have the top organic keywords. So we click here in view details. So we can see all the list, and while this is loading, I'm going to do the same thing for the second article, which is this one. I copy the article, domain overview, and put here. It's better to select exact URL. I forgot to select that in here as well. And search. Oh, but no, let's leave it as it is then, because for some reason it's not okay. I don't know what's the difference to this, but I will look for that later. So we are talking about the United States, and then we have the keywords here as well. So now we have the list of the top keywords here. what we need to do is to search by volume. I think it was already in the order. And I'm going to, yeah, this is already ordered. So as you can see, this keyword, things to do in Santa Fe, has a 4,000 volume search, which means that the users are searching 4,000 times this keyword per month. And we check also the keyword difficulty. The keyword difficulty is how hard is it to compete with this keyword with other websites. And it makes sense. Let me just filter again. So it makes sense that this keyword, things to do in Santa Fe, is in orange because it's a very used keyword from many other websites. So what we want to try to use is, we can use this one as well, but we will have to consider that we are going to compete with a lot of other websites because the keyword difficulty is higher here. So what we try to do is to look for keywords that are in green, but that also have a good volume. So that is the analysis that we have to do. So in this case, for example, these unique things to do in Albuquerque, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Albuquerque, yeah.
Albuquerque. So it's green, which means that it has a very low competition from other websites, but the volume is very low. It's lower than 1,000 search per user per month. So probably in this case, we will have to use some keywords with a higher difficulty, probably 40 or 50, like this one, with a decent volume, so we can rank higher in the search. But as we are going to compete with many other websites as well, that means that the content has to be really valuable and unique, so we could rank higher than the competition.
That's very cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, SEMrush is the best tool for SEO, along with Ahrefs. That probably I will ask Copper to pay for that. But Ahrefs is really expensive, so let's just use a SEMrush that is very complete for now. But did I answer your question, Fred?
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah, and the other one was the keyword strategy builder, but we don't have any more. Available keywords to look for because we already used the 10 lists. But in another moment, I will go back to that. So let me stop recording.